Okay, and welcome back to our third part of this space shooter game. So last lesson we just added some shooting, and we were able to destroy our asteroids. So this one we're going to add some more to that, and we're going to in fact add some lives to our game. So if we have 3 lives here, for example, and you got to survive those 3 lives. Okay, so the first few bits is just a quick recap of what we did last lesson. So this one we said change the score by 1. So when the projectile hits the asteroid, it should destroy the asteroid and then increase the score by 1. Okay, so you should already had this working from last lesson, but this is what the code looks like here. So if you haven't done so already, you should go back and have a go at this. So I'll just swipe over and you can see where that is on my game. Okay, so here it is down here. On sprite projectile overlaps with other sprite of kind enemy, destroy other sprite and change the score by 1. So at the minute you can see my ship is just working away here, but it doesn't have any it doesn't have any lives as such, so I can just keep shooting away and the game will continue until the timer is up actually. So we're going to add some more challenge to it. We're going to add some lives here, okay? So let's have a look and see what we need to do next. So we're going to grab another overlap box here. We're going to grab one where the on event, and this is the same event block we used to detect the overlap of the bullet and the asteroid. This time we're going to detect the asteroid overlapping the ship. So let's grab another one then. Swipe over and we'll grab from sprites, scroll down, we'll grab this one, overlap. So here it is, bring it out here. We'll move up a little bit and zoom out a little bit so we can see a bit more. There's all our code right now. Okay, so what we can do then, what's next? Let's see. Now we need to change the parameter to enemy. So other kind enemy. So so it says here, this is the same between bullet and asteroid. So now whenever an asteroid overlaps our ship, the code we put in this will eventually run. Okay, so on sprite of kind player overlaps other sprite of kind enemy. So we need to put in enemy here. Okay, and then what we need to do next then, we need to destroy the sprite. So we're going to grab the box here, destroy sprite, and we want to destroy other sprite in this case. Okay, so go to sprites and click on destroy sprite, drop it in there, and it should be other sprite. Okay, so there we go. So now whenever this, if I just move over here, you'll see they are getting destroyed. Now, why would we not just destroy the ship? Because obviously the ship is what should be destroyed by the asteroids, not the other way around. But this would make more sense. If we selected to destroy the ship, it would disappear and the game would be over, okay? So we're destroying the asteroids, even though they're the ones hitting the ship. We're destroying the asteroids, not the ship itself, okay? So that's why we need to add some lives now. So we're going to set up a life count here. We're going to go to info, get life, set a life, and we'll set it to 3, okay? So we're going to go to info and set life to 3, and we're going to put that into the box there. Move this out of here. Okay, so now you see we've got 3 lives. Okay, and okay, still nothing's happening. So we have our 3 lives now. So we need to go to this block here on sprite, and we need to add our next piece of code here. So our next piece of code then, so it should look something like that, but you can see it's still working. This is only the first step. We need to notice that when the asteroid hits the ship, now the lives still don't change, okay? So we need to change life by -1 here. So we need to go to info, change life by -1, and drop it in here. So now, so every time it hits, we lose a life, and it's game over. So that makes it a bit harder for us. So every time you can change You could set this a bit more lives if you wished, to add some more, to make it easier for you. But now the game, if you get hit 3 times, you're out. So do not confuse the 2 overlap blocks in your project. One is for the ships and one is for the asteroids, okay? So make sure you set it to the correct one. And there's 2 of these now we have in here. So it should work. If I shoot them now, yep, there we go. Okay, so I'm shooting the asteroids, but if one hits me, I lose a life. Okay, one hits me, I lose another life, and so on. Okay, so that should work. Give that a go. Okay, so grab the confetti, the next one, start screen confetti block, and drag it to the on start. Okay, so that's inside scene, and it's going to be effects here. I'm going to put that into our on start here. And now we should have some confetti coming down here. We can change that. Let's have a look. We can have a star field. That's more appropriate, I think. I think that's probably what they want us to do. Yeah, star field. So now we should have a star field coming up here. So we should. Let's see if that's correct. There we go. So now we have a star field. Looks a bit more space-like now. Okay, and now our game starts with a star-generated field. And this time, every time we get hit, we want to shake our camera so it looks like we're getting hit. So again, we're going to put that into the overlap block. So camera shake 4 pixels by 500 milliseconds. So that'll be in here. Camera shake by 4 pixels. We're going to drop it into this one, and it should be there. Okay, so there you see we get hit. Shakes the screen. There we go. So now it's adding a bit more effects to our game. Let's see what else we need to add. Now when it hits our ship, the screen shakes. This adds more realism to the game. Let's add one more effect, and this doesn't require adding a block. So let's see. So now it says click where they inside this one and destroy. So we hit the plus button here, and we're just going to have disintegrate. So that means that whenever we shoot, it'll disintegrate. So if we press plus here, and we have this set to Halo. Oh, there it is. Just scroll down. Perfect. All right. So now, when we're shooting, it should disintegrate. Yes, it did. Yep. So you can see it disintegrating there. Okay. Oh, and we lost our 3 lives there. Okay. So extension task then. Let's have a look and see what we could do here. So you could set the number of lives. You could change that number of lives setting. You could also change the update every 500 milliseconds. We could change that to every 200 milliseconds, and that would make it much faster. So now you can see we've got a lot more of them. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. We could see how we do with this and see if you can make the game much harder. So it's getting much harder now. You can see there's lots more. I can even bring it down to 100 milliseconds. Let's see what we got. There's going to be lots of them. Yeah. It's going to be, yeah, quite much harder. So that you can make the game a lot harder there. What we could also do is if we added another set asteroid to sprite of kind enemy, we could add another thing here. So we could set here, and we could do the same here, and this one could be of kind, we could pick another object here, so this could be of kind food, for example. Yeah, and we could check that out. We could add gallery, and we could add something like, for example, donuts. So this time, if the person collects a donut, then it means that the person would get an extra life. So let's just put this back up to 500 milliseconds. And this one, let's have a look. We need to set asteroid velocity, same idea here. So if we do set asteroid velocity, it should be here, velocity. So it's going to be the same as this one. And this one is going to be called, we're going to rename that one. Okay, so we're going to have it as donut. And we could set the velocity here again to, so now we have some donuts coming out there. And we can set this to 0. And you can see there's donuts falling now. And again, we can add pick random position. So we could do pick random. So again, set position. And we can just take that one, copy it. And we can paste it in here. Oh, let's try it. Command C, Command V, there we go. Drop it in here. And of course set it to donut. And now we should have donuts falling as well. Okay, there's quite a lot of them actually, so maybe we can change that bit. And they're quite large. Let's see if we can pick a different food. Go back. I think you can change the size of this actually here somewhere. Let me see. That's bigger there. Gallery. Let's find. Oh, there's a smaller one there. Let's try that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we just need a smaller one. So now we could set it that if we hit a donut, that we collect lives. So maybe we'd add that then. So let, for example, sprites. And there we go, make another one of these. So on sprite of kind player overlaps with kind food, we could do change life, or we could just have it info set life to 3. Okay, so if it overlaps with that, and go back here. So if I hit a donut here, it goes back to 3. So it makes it so that the player can keep going. If we collect another donut, it goes back to 3. Okay, and we need to add the destroy, disintegrate. Yeah. Okay, you could also add some sounds in there if you want to add some sounds. Just have something like that. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So it makes it. So have a little bit of fun with that, guys, and see how you do. Good luck.